Tuning in to the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hello, AfterBuzzers. Welcome to another episode of the following after show here on AfterBuzz TV. I am your host, Pegah. You can find me on Twitter at Pegah. And I'm joined here with...
Micheal Andrew. Hey, I'm Micheal Andrew. You can find me on Twitter at Micheal_Drew. And on Instagram, the same thing. EAL, by the way.
EAL, that's important.
Pegah, it's my name.
It's your name. Don't wear it out. If you guys are listening to us on SoundCloud or iTunes, make sure you check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/AfterBuzzTV. Subscribe to us. Check out all the other videos that we have. We have tons of other videos.
Like us,
subscribe, comment, all that good stuff.
On Instagram, I usually make nice little video packages. I just started that.
Yeah. Oh.
That's right.
We'll talk about that later on. I know.
We got some heat on that.
So excited.
We got some heat on that.
Let's talk about this episode. A little less cray-cray than last week.
Yeah, it was a big jump off from last week.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that pre-show, how that was. It wasn't my favorite episode. It was everything felt rushed. It felt like they crammed everything into it. Like, we gotta do this, we gotta do this, we gotta do this. And like in 60 minutes, people breaking up, people cheating on people, people dying from them. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I think they had a story to tell, and they really did cram it into this 1 hour, and it was a bit much. But then again, if they extended it longer than that, I would have been bored too.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of happy it's just like done.
And I think also because, now next week it's a 2 hour.
A 2 hour looks like insane episode.
Yeah, it does look
coming
crazy. So that's probably what they tried to do. They probably tried to completely set it up.
Yes.
Probably tried to knock a lot of things out. Boom, boom, this is what's going to happen. So next week it's going to be like the fallout. Because while everything was kind of too much in this episode, it still kind of leads to better things.
Right.
Because there's so much happened. Now you're kind of like, what's going to happen? What's going to happen with the whole Tom thing?
Oh my gosh.
You know, what's going to happen with Mark and Luke? What's going to happen with...
Yeah, we only have, we're on episode 11 titled Demons. We have probably 4 more after this. So a 2 hour special after this, and then 2 more episodes.
Yes.
So a lot has to happen in that time.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah.
So Ryan, starts out with him. He went home with the bartender, and I knew it. When he went to go get a drink, she was being so flirty.
I thought she was just being nice.
No.
I hate how they make it. They completely made it that she's nice just because, she wants to sleep with him. And what'd she say?
She's like, it looked like you didn't have to, or you shouldn't have gone home alone. I was caring for you.
I have never met a woman in a bar who said this to me. Like, you know what? I'm just going to leave with you because you don't look like you should be alone. Like, wow.
Like, you need some help.
What am I? But it's just so crazy that he cheated so fast. Like, his first drink, he's already, the first night.
Drink, cheated. Poor Gwen. Listen, okay, I know I have not been a
change sides
fan
now.
Of Gwen's. No, I'm not changing sides, but I do have to say that I don't think that she's a follower now.
Well, yeah, I jumped off the following train.
I mean, they could still surprise us, but I felt bad for her. The poor girl's pregnant. She's been trying to get through to Ryan in a way that only Joe could, and she says that, I'm trying to tap a side of you that only Joe can get to. And, she's just been putting up with all of Ryan's shenanigans, which I get. She should have been, a little bit more understanding, but at the same time, I don't know if I would have stuck around that long.
Takes 2 to tango.
It does take 2 to tango.
And she's not, she hasn't been emotionally helpful for him in his situation the whole time. It's all been about her. So you made him drink. It's her fault. Okay, I'm not going to do it.
Come on.
All right, it's not all Gwen, but man, he really slept with the girl. Like, one drink. He just went in there, 2 shots, give me 2 more. Like, all right, let's...
Who knows how long he was there for?
I know, but it's not like he was a cheater before, right? Did drinking lead to him cheating before?
He was definitely a party animal. There was always those, flashbacks of him with girls, and him and Mike went out and had some... Yeah. So who knows?
But man, that was quick.
I know, that was pretty
I
quick.
thought it would at least be maybe third night at the bar. Okay, now. And did Gwen know? Like the moment he didn't even say anything. She just looked at him.
She
and was
knew.
like,
He's like, I messed up.
come on.
And it's like, now go.
No.
Walk out. Sorry.
I think that she just thought about the drinking because he's already drunk, and she immediately went from you're drinking and you must have slept with someone. I see it in your eyes.
Well, no, because when he said I messed up, do you think he was referring to the drinking or him? Because she's like, where were you last night? And that was the dead giveaway of like, you weren't working, because even though it looked like he was hurt, you weren't just working, you have alcohol in your breath, and where were you? And kind of put two and two together. She's a doctor, she's smart.
Yeah.
She put it together.
she's not a, but she can't, I don't know.
Yeah.
Is that female's intuition? They just know?
No, we just know. We
Wait
smell
a second.
trouble. Smell it.
That could have been the vodka.
Yeah. And I didn't think that a vision of Joe would happen so soon. That was real quick, right?
Yeah, I thought it was at least gonna wait. I thought it was gonna be at least until like maybe season finale. Like, oh, Joe's back.
No, because we knew from the last previews that he was gonna kind of hit the bottle again, and he was trying to.
But
he's gonna lose it.
There was a lot of Joe in this episode. There was way more than I thought.
So happy about that.
Yes, it was cool, and he was like he's so subtle with his dialogue. The way he talks is just so like, hey, how about a drink? He's just so calm, cool, collected.
What does he say at that moment when she walks out? It's like, it's okay. Like, you don't need her anyway.
Yeah.
We just the two of us.
Open that whiskey.
Yeah. So the FBI, we get Gwen calling Max and saying, listen, he's hit the bottle again. You got to go help him. I can't be there for him anymore.
Gwen loves him. I mean,
she does.
I can't stand her. She's annoying, but she loves him.
Yeah.
She gets on my nerves.
She's looking out for him. So Max goes to the rescue. She has a key to the apartment still.
Max
lets herself in, and of course he is drinking. And she wants to get him help. He's kind of being real cold, real standoffish, shutting her down a little bit. Like, I don't need you. I don't need your help. Like, I'm fine. And
was he really? I mean, it escapes my mind, but was he really a drinker like that? Didn't he at least like mix them? Didn't he at least have like like whiskey and Coke or something? Was he drinking straight out the bottle before?
Yeah.
Was he? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he is a hard
like,
drinker.
It was like vodka straight, that bottle he had.
Yeah, like from the
like
bottle,
Belvedere,
chugging
like,
it.
Vodka.
Yeah.
I was like, geez, already?
Yeah,
One day?
Pretty gross. So she's saying something about the tip that Joe had given him about Theo being from the city of brotherly love. They investigated that further, and it turns out that back when Theo was 10 years old, his entire family got murdered, right? Slaughtered.
Yes.
And he survived, obviously. And everybody thought that it was the mother's abusive boyfriend.
Yeah, I think they thought it was the mother's abusive boyfriend, and it turns out to be the madman killer, and they know it's him because his MO is he always breaks mirrors.
Right. So then later on, when they're sitting out and they're looking at all the photos of these past crimes, they realize, didn't they see like the DWP truck?
Yeah, there's always a DWP truck. They saw it there for that murder. And he and Ryan, because he's Ryan, he figures out, he's like, you know
so
what?
Smart, that guy. Drinking or not, he's like on point.
I know. Like he's alcohol, he's drunk.
It's like he mixes like a V8 with his vodka.
I know, yeah.
Like brain, food, and
It's
vodka.
like carrots and vodka. Like, oh, I understand. So I think he realizes that the WP truck, it's a perfect camouflage. So there's a chance that he might have been using that to get into all his other murders. And then of course they cross-reference it, and boom, he has. There's a DWP at all those murders. And they never figured that out, I guess.
Back then, I guess they didn't have Ryan Hardy to be on these cases.
It's like he looks at one picture and he figures it out. These other FBI agents, like the girl that was there helping him, she must feel like an idiot.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, the DWP.
I know, because she was on that case for so long, and it's now a cold case, and she never got to solve it. So the mirror thing, we later find out he has trouble looking into it because he feels like it steals his soul. Is that what?
Yeah, it was attached. I didn't get the mythology, but it was attached to a mythological creature or character who can't look at his own reflection, and I think he associates himself with that.
Okay.
If you're watching this,
let us know.
Yeah, please let us know, and if I got it wrong, hey,
we get
my
things wrong
bad.
sometimes.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Just so you know, please correct us.
So they go and they already went to Quantico, right? They pull up this cold case again, and Detective, what was her name? Lisa Campbell and Ryan, they go over to Lisa Campbell from Law and Order, you pointed out.
That's Law and Order SVU right there.
And she goes to check them into the hotel, and he gets a phone call from Mike saying, we found out that the DWP van matches up to this guy named Oleg.
Yeah.
And Oleg Vukovic,
yeah.
Something, Oleg. And gives him the address real quick and pretends like, the detective looks over and is like, are you coming up? She's like, I got to go to my car, because he sees a vision of Joe.
Yeah.
Kind of signaling over, right?
But why do you go by himself? That's why I didn't understand the need to go by himself.
But I feel like he was going with Joe. That's what the whole thing was. He was at the door, he gets the call, and he's kind of like, let's go get him, type of a thing, like Batman and Robin. They're a team now. They're a dynamic duo.
Like psychological Batman and Robin.
Right?
Okay.
So he gets up and leaves, goes after Oleg, goes into the creepy house. Creepy house.
So what'd you say before? There's always a basement. There's always a creepy basement.
It's true, always. Yeah. And this had like demonic writings on it, and the voicemails of the voice recordings of the killings.
They didn't have voicemails at that time, I don't think. He had these old school like voice recordings of them screaming.
So scary. That was creepy. They did a lot of horror movie type scenes in this episode.
Yeah, and see, I want to point this out, and this is why I feel I feel like the following has kind of fallen off. All right, because in the first season, if this was done in the first season, I think they would have really hit the horror on a nail on the head. I like a nail on the head. I feel like they would have hit the horror. Boom! It would have been really, really scary, and you'd have been messed up.
Okay.
But this episode, it was scary, but it wasn't. You could kind of, you know what I mean? Like that first season. They controlled horror so good. Like it messed me up.
Do you feel like because they've played all of our tricks on us already, all of their tricks?
I think they might have gotten in trouble from
like too scary?
Yeah,
really.
I think they had to pull it back. They probably had to pull back the blood.
It was pretty gory a few episods ago. Remember?
Yeah,
the whole box thing.
But that first season was really, really.
It was.
There was a lot of things that was too close to home. Like it messed me up. Like, I was like, okay, this is too much.
The eye stabbing. Yeah. Remember that one? Oh my gosh, I thought about that one forever.
So, like when we get to it later, the murder mansion. Like I feel like if this was season 1, I wouldn't be able to sleep tonight.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Because I know I look all hard in the thug, but
no, that stuff's disturbing.
I got some soft sides.
There's cheap scares, and then there's scares that just sit like in the depths of your souls and just like, ugh.
Maybe that's it. I feel like they do more cheap cliche scares this season. And the first season, I didn't think they did that. I thought they controlled the tempo more of horror.
I see that. Yeah, for sure. So Oleg gets away. And the cops come running, and the detective's like, what the heck? Yeah. You came here. I told you not to do things under the radar.
I literally told you, don't do this. And it's the first thing you do.
He's such a wild card, that Ryan.
That Ryan Hardy.
So then he loses his cool a little bit to Max. Like, what is he snaps about something.
He says, find me their family. I think about Oleg. Find me his family, whoever knows him, blah, blah, blah. Just however you can find him.
Yeah.
And Max is just like, I've never seen him like that.
He's like, I have, Mike.
Yeah. Mike's like, I have.
He'll get over it.
Yeah.
So then, what happens after that as far as Ryan goes?
I think they go to the hotel.
They go back to the hotel, and Oleg finds. How does he find them at the hotel? Follows them or something?
I don't know, there's a couple of WTFs in this episode.
WTF.
There was like when he got there. Yeah, how did he find them?
I don't know. All of a sudden, he's in his robe outside the hotel.
He was creepy.
He played creepy.
Oleg got creepy really good.
Yeah.
He really, like when he asked the question and the guy didn't know, he said, all right. He just walks behind and just lops him.
With like a huge machete, or is that? Oh, creepy.
Yeah. I figured he probably just, I don't know. Maybe when he ran out, he didn't really run that far. He hid outside in the woods of his house. I mean, that's all I've got. He hid outside, like, okay. He followed her.
He was like the only hotel in a nearby distance or whatever.
He's been living there for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, clearly. Okay. There you go. So he knows.
He knows the landscape.
And he walks into Detective Campbell's room. She's taking a shower.
Yeah.
And he starts playing his videotapes.
Yeah. And Ryan leaves a message for Gwen in the bathroom, right?
Yes.
And then what does Lisa say to him? Like she gives him advice. to move on.
Yeah.
Because she's been there.
He can't move on yet. It's too soon.
You can't be in the FBI and in love.
Do you think Gwen's gonna tell him that she's pregnant? I mean, is that ever gonna happen?
Why didn't she say that?
Yeah.
Like, you're cheating on me? I have your baby. Isn't it the perfect time?
No,
Make
it's
feel
not
like
a perfect time
crap.
because so many times girls will use that as like a savior of the relationship when it's just wrong.
Now she doesn't want to use it.
Well,
all the other stuff that she's been doing, all the cards that she's been playing. He deserves to know. Like,
he deserves to know, absolutely.
How are you going to get mad at him and you're not even going to tell him?
Yeah, because like in 9 months he's going to see this little kid and be like, what?
Like, I would look at her like she's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, if she showed up like, hey, this is yours, I'd be like, what the hell?
Yeah, I definitely think that we're going to see Gwen again. Well, I'll get into predictions later, but she's not done yet, obviously. So Ryan asks about the Jacksons. So they capture Oleg.
They capture him.
And they're interrogating him.
And Ryan almost kills him.
He almost kills him, but he's just trying to turn him to look at the mirror, right?
No, in the hotel.
Oh, in the hotel.
When she attacks he attacks Lisa, and then he attacks the killer, and he beats the crap out of him. And then, but it's so thorough because he beats the crap out of him, and then he makes a decision to grab the knife and then come back.
And
like,
that's when Detective Campbell's like, Ryan, stop! Which, by the way, in last preview, I thought that was Max. I didn't get to really see who that was. So, okay, so it's Detective Campbell.
Yeah, but it's like, that's crazy. Like, he pummeled. Like, I've never seen him do that before.
Yeah, that was
crazy. He had a gun and he was already touching the guns. Like, maybe I should just pull this trigger. But he used his hands. And he's like, you know what? Let me just get this knife.
It's still that anger that we saw come over him during that whole prison scene last episode. Just that down to kill.
Yeah, so he's become like a werewolf.
Yeah, he's
Were Carroll.
That's great.
Thank
as
you.
soon as he gets worked up, it's hard to,
Thank you,
bring him
Pegah.
back. You're welcome.
Hashtag
werewolf party.
Werewolf party. Hashtag werewolf party.
So the interrogation room, he wants to know why not kill little Terrence Jackson? Why did you spare him?
Why this guy? Because he's a pain in my ass now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you're going to murder the family, just murder him too. Damn.
And he claims that they were friends, that he used to sit in the little stairwell and...
How convenient. How convenient that this great murderer meets another guy who has a murder in him, and he's like, you know what? I see potential in you.
Yeah, looks into his eyes and notices another demon or whatever.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And so he tells him to kill his family, but don't kill my sister, because Penny, what was her real name? Teresa or something? He mentioned it. Don't kill my sister's name, or sister. Doesn't kill Penny and him, and 25 years later, here we are.
They're a murdering, killing duo. It's like, it's crazy how he sees it in him. Like, I was like, oh, yes.
Yeah, you're one of me.
You got that. It's like training on, it's like a mentor. It's like the worst mentor you could ever have.
Seriously.
I just want someone to teach me how to play basketball. He's like, wait a second. Oh, yeah. Let me get you this knife.
You.
The throat. That's where you start.
It's so funny. So speaking of Theo and Penny, they are on the run for that longitude and latitude location that they found.
That was very curious. I was wondering what was going on when they found the address. I was like, all right.
And it's so funny because somebody commented, I think it was on YouTube, that they looked up the actual coordinates and it pointed to somewhere in China. And so they thought that they were going to be going to China because they're like, oh yeah, Theo and Penny have got like a road trip coming. It was so funny.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, but so they go to this house. It's like this huge fancy house.
Yeah, they break in. They find they kill someone already going in.
Yes,
right?
He hacked like the limo itinerary or whatever.
This guy
gets in, and I love how Penny's like, take off your clothes. We don't want them to get bloody, before they steal him.
I'm not digging Penny.
Yeah, I know.
There's something about him I'm not digging. It's too. I don't know. It's too like, hey, I'm the exact opposite of Theo. Theo's serious. I'm like, I don't care about nobody. Hey, I'm the party animal. She's kind of another Batman reference. She's kind of like the Harley Quinn to Theo's Joker. And Harley Quinn is like Joker's sidekick, except Joker's insane too. But she's like the more playful version.
Interesting.
And Theo's way Joe Carroll's more Joker than Theo is. But it's like his playful sidekick.
But I like the way that Theo reacts to her. I like how he's like, you're more than a little more or a little childish or whatever
Yeah.
he calls her, and just like kind of annoyed by her.
It's like she's his I guess she's his conscience.
Yeah.
Or because of her, she's so out there that it makes him look a little more, I don't know, like human, right? Or not human, but maybe like you see he cares about something.
Exactly.
There you
Human
go.
in the way that he cares about at least one human on this earth. We don't know, though. We don't know what's going to happen if any. Maybe,
I know, right? Turn
you know?
around, do to her like he did his wife.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's true.
So they walk into this party. They go into this crazy upstairs area where you have to have like a secret scanning bracelet, and they're opening doors. And I thought at first that this was like an S&M type party, and it happens to be an actual killing party.
Yeah.
People are seriously being killed.
Yeah, it's like a murder mansion. I think where multi-millionaires. It's kind of like the movie Hostel, where they have where in the movie Hostel people get kidnapped at hostels and then they get sold to like millionaires who are insane and who love to kill, and they kill you, they torture you to death. And it was kind of like that.
To not deal with.
That's a terrible movie. If you watch that movie, you'll never go to a hostel ever again.
Oh my gosh.
It's one of those movies.
I'm going to look it up.
All right? No, don't do that.
I'm going to watch it.
Don't look it up.
I love scaring
You'll
myself.
never travel again. So that's pretty much what happened. It's like a murder mansion, and I guess they brought their dates, and their dates think they're chilling with these, millionaires. Like, oh man,
They're stoked.
Yeah, they're excited. Next thing you know, one of them was tied up, and he had a chainsaw. You saw that part?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's when I was like, wait.
What kind of S&M is this?
Something more is going on here. I'm onto them.
What kind of freaky stuff is this? I never heard of that. A chainsaw.
So they go through and they find Eliza, who she is one of Strauss's students, and Theo makes her a little deal. He sits down and he's like, okay, if I can kill Ryan Hardy,
He was really cool with it too. He was the way he did it.
totally practiced too. You can tell he was like rehearsing this a couple times before he walked in. He's like, hey, I'm going to say this. I'm going to hand her the card after, and then I'm going to walk away. But so he says, Ryan's really smart. He caught Joe Carroll. He found Strauss. He's almost close to finding me, so he is going to find you next. And I will kill him if you... did he even say what he wanted? We know what he wants.
Yeah.
He wants...
Because I guess she has money and power.
Okay.
I'm guessing. Because it looks like it's a mansion. So, millionaires in costumes. It's got to be, right? So I think has the money to take care of him and the resources to hide him, so he can go back to being, no one knows who I am again.
Right.
I'm hidden Theo. And that's what he wants. He likes that anonymity.
Yes. And that's like the price, right? That she's saying that you have a price in mind already, but you're not telling me. He's like, that's for a later discussion.
Yeah. I think that was his contact information, maybe.
I wonder what his contact information is.
I don't know. Theo. Killing Theo.
Killing Theo. Well,
at
speaking
Gmail.
of contacting Theo, Daisy contacts Theo. Let's talk about Daisy
segue.
and thank you.
Touche.
Daisy and Mook, as we like to call him here at AfterBuzz. But before we get into that, real quick, if you guys haven't already, go onto iTunes and rate us and review us and leave us comments. We would love to hear what you guys have to say. We'd appreciate all the feedback. Let's get into Daisy and...
Yes, please. Daisy and Mook connecting, opening up to one another. They're starting to like each other.
At least he's starting to get not so crazy. He's a little, loosening up. I don't know, maybe. Because he kind of looks like Kyle. I think he's way cuter than Kyle, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you see that? A little bit?
I know. I don't.
No? Okay.
I know. I think they're both handsome.
Yeah. And, poor guy, just me and him today. Like, oh my God.
Do you think he's handsome? He's all right.
So Mark.
Are we gonna stick with Mook?
Mook. Okay, let's say Mook.
I say Mook in my brain now.
All right. So Mook wants to kill Mike. He's been wanting to kill him this entire season.
That's another. They found like everything moved so quick. They went from he was already in the car waiting for him. Like, all right, there you go. I'm just gonna shoot him.
Yeah,
like,
in front of the FBI. Like nobody's gonna see this.
Yeah.
In the middle of New York. Or like, yeah.
And Daisy, like his conscience.
Yes.
Like, can't do it.
Don't do it.
She seems so sane to be a homicidal killer, doesn't she?
She does. I never bought it really with Daisy. I bought it with Kyle. Maybe she did it because of Kyle. But I just don't see, because she's still not doing it now. Now that Kyle is out of the picture, she's not killing anymore, is she? Or we don't know.
She killed that guy that she almost slept with in the mansion when Mook
Oh,
found
yeah,
her.
you're right. Sorry, my bad.
But he was forcing it on her.
That's true. Okay.
You don't know what would have happened.
So maybe
we debated that. Was she gonna give him the booty beforehand? He messed it up by being too overeager, so he killed her.
Maybe.
Now she
Okay.
might give the booty to Mook.
Make
Make Mook into a man.
Maybe.
Make Mook into a man, he'll just be Mark again. Be manly Mark. That'd be crazy.
Guys, manly Mark. Hashtag manly Mark.
That's crazy.
So she stops him from killing Mike and says, look, we can go find out where this laptop is, this stolen laptop that everybody's been looking for.
I really thought this storyline was going to be dead 5 episodes ago. I can't believe people are still chasing the laptop.
Talking about that laptop.
He broke it.
Yeah.
And he can't escape it. It's like, damn, I broke this laptop. You guys are still...
You're still in it.
I just wanted to know what my girlfriend was doing.
Seriously.
They're like hunting it.
It's so illegal, though, what he did. He stole evidence.
Yeah.
So she goes to this guy named Silas, who was the one that actually installed the cameras in Max's house, the creep. And he was able to trace it down. It's coming from the FBI. So now they know it's somebody in the FBI. They don't know how because he doesn't know how to get through the firewall.
Yeah,
He's not that.
They think it's a mole, right?
Yes. Little do they know, it's just Peepin' Tom.
I know, he's just like, I'm just jealous about my girlfriend, guys.
Yes. And then that's pretty much it with Daisy and Mook that episode?
Yeah, they just figure it out. And then she wants to contact Theo.
That's right. So she fills in a little, a party?
Yeah, I guess it's his secret way to find him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But so why is she alive?
We don't know, guys.
Like, why? Like, it makes less and less sense that she's alive. Now that, like, I thought he left her alive for a reason, but now it just looks like he let her go. And because when she contacts him, he's like, oh, look at that. I didn't expect you to come. I thought I was done with her.
Yeah,
like,
did you see that reaction Theo had?
Yeah, it's like, okay, so you didn't plan on ever seeing her again. Then why is she alive?
He's definitely not liking the fact that she's reaching out. He's concerned. Maybe like, uh-oh.
Yeah. But it's like he's so good at tying up loose ends. Maybe that's just is it a plot hole? Did he just make a mistake?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know what you guys think. Comment below and let us know why you think Daisy is still alive.
Why is Daisy alive?
Why did Theo not kill her?
Like, I mean, maybe next week he'll be like, I left you alive because I was bored and I had cramp in my hand. I don't know. But I left you alive, so I don't know.
And then our last topic, we have Tom and Sloane. Poor Sloane, just trying to do her job. Max clears her of all suspicion, so she's now on the investigation to see where the evidence went.
This made no sense to me. This made because she's chasing him, okay, but then she shows up to Tom's place.
Yeah, randomly. That was a little weird.
Who does that?
If my coworker showed up like randomly, like, hey, I thought you maybe could help me with something. Without a phone call.
Text message? It's too easy to contact people now. It's too easy. This isn't like, this like, the last time that happened to me was in the 90s. Someone showed up to my house like, hey, what's up? You want to play basketball? That would never happen now. If someone showed up at my crib, I'm like, yo, you can't text me?
And he was a little like, what are you doing here? But she's like, you said that you would offer help, so I'm just, it's cool, right? Like,
Sloane, you gotta die for that. No,
yeah.
But like, it just really, that kind of threw me off. And then, she finds out, right? What happens? She finds out that he has the. How did she figure it out? He asks
her again, were you upstairs alone?
Yes, there it is.
And he's like, no, I was never upstairs alone. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to check this report with the other report that we're now, it's like a new law.
Yeah, like a secret backup report. And he's just like, oh, he just sees his face.
And he freaks out. And she's like, she didn't even say anything, the look on her face. Yeah. And this is where I was like, okay, why does he automatically draw the gun?
That's what I'm saying.
Just because he stole a laptop doesn't mean that he's like this cold-blooded killer.
That's what I'm saying. Right? Why is her first indication to get her gun? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that was really WTF for me.
That was such a reach. I mean, at least like, wait, I figured it out. Why were you there?
Yeah, like,
oh,
Tom,
snap. Gun.
Yeah.
Like, did she think he was a follower or something?
It was
already.
Too quick of a reaction there, but.
And then he shoots her by accident.
How does that happen? Like, if you're holding a gun like this and he just walks up, like, how did he just twist it? I don't know. It was a bit too quick. And
on Tom's part too. If she pulls out her gun, why would you run towards her?
Yeah, you just be like, listen. Yeah. My hands are up. I swear I can explain this or something.
Why? Like, if she pulls out the gun, why would you run at her? Like, no, wait, put it down. Like, it sounded like she was gonna.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think she was gonna do? She's not gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
She's going to point at you until you get down.
Yeah, if anything, like, please, you can arrest me. That's fine. I know this looks suspicious. I can explain. I'm really jealous.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, my girl's cheating on me.
Yeah.
She slept with what's his name. And I just got to know, you never been in love, Sloan. That's what you say to her. While the gun's on you. You never been in love? You never been in love?
Oh, man.
My heart's hurting. Next thing you know, maybe they would start dating. Because how it works.
There you go.
Because
Revenge.
she sees a side of him. Now she's dead.
Yeah, that was really sad the way it
Women make some
happened.
bad decisions on this show.
Unnecessary.
Man. They make some unnecessary decisions.
Yeah.
Pulling out guns already. Just talk.
Gosh.
Honesty, Pegah.
Honesty is the best policy. But we always called her Red Shirt Sloan, and I guess it came to be true.
And we're not here to give Nando or Sean
High
the
five
credit.
to Nando.
Yeah, high five.
High five. And then last scene, Ryan comes home to an empty house. Glenn is gone.
Empty except that liquor and
he sees Joe.
And his mind.
Sees Joe once again. All right, should we get into a little bit of news and gossip?
Okay, let's do a quick news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Guys, we have some awesome news. Okay, so last week's episode, if you guys haven't watched it, please go back and watch episode 10, our AfterBuzz show. I basically spent the entire hour gushing about Joe Carroll / James Purefoy, as I always do. He, died on the show. I was really upset about it. And Michael over here, every week he likes to put together these cool little video edits of our shows, and he posts them onto Twitter and Instagram.
Of our favorite moments. Nice little Instagram, 15 seconds.
Yeah, little
I would
funny
do
clips.
more, but, Instagram, it's so damn limited.
Yeah, but Twitter was a 30-second one.
And I went crazy.
So he posts this cool little clip of him and I having a conversation at the last show, and I cracked up because it was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I tweeted at James Purefoy saying, "This cracks me up." At James Purefoy. He responded, you guys. He responded and he said, "Me too. You are charming."
Woo-hoo.
Just alert the media, guys. Me and James Purefoy are shipped. We are shipped.
He's good. James, you're good. See, little seeds.
I mean, I couldn't believe it. I'm such a big fan of him and his work that it was just, I text you right away. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Tell the rest of the story.
What's the rest of the story?
How he sent the jet and took you to England right after.
Oh my God.
Boy, he's smooth. He's smooth. Yeah, tea and crumpets.
But yeah, it was awesome. It totally made my night. So
I'm glad.
I'd share that with you guys. Let's get into predictions.
I take credit for that. I take credit.
You do get credit.
Now,
It's all you.
your AfterBuzz TV.
All right. Next week,
Oh God.
2-hour episode.
Next week is a 2-hour. Looks like, and it looks like we saw the trailer for next week.
Yeah, so if you guys don't like seeing scenes from next week, tune out now. Bye. Thanks for watching.
Well, I mean, we're not gonna get too into it. We won't say.
I'm going to talk about everything I saw.
I'm just gonna say, it looks great. It looks like it's going to be like okay. I was saying that this episode today was a letdown, but I think it was to set up for next week, which looks like a huge.
We're going to need
something.
Yeah, 2 whole hours to get through that. What do you think's going to happen? What are your predictions?
Well, okay. I think by the end of next episode, what was the Murder Mansion ladies?
Eliza.
I think Eliza becomes the main villain.
Really?
I think the way it ends in a way where maybe Theo gets moved out and Eliza comes in.
Moved out as in killed? Are you going to go out and say he's going to get killed?
I don't think he dies.
Okay. All right.
He dies. I'll go with that.
Okay. I'm going to say that Ryan is going to lose it even more. He kind of already lost it this episode, and he's still going down. He hasn't hit rock bottom quite yet. As we see, he, I think, ties up Penny.
Yeah.
And he's about to go crazy on her. And she's like, "What are you doing?" Max, I think, or somebody. So he's going to lose it more. Mike's going to be in some trouble, as we see. He's got a gun pointed to his head.
Wow, you really are going into every piece
I
of this.
am really
Okay,
going
all
into
right.
it. I don't... Things are going to go down. That's my prediction.
I got another prediction.
Yes.
He's going to start drinking brown liquor next week.
Okay.
I got Ryan drinking brown liquor. He's going to go from vodka
Stepping
to brown.
away from the vodka. Okay.
I call whiskey.
All right. I'm excited. Hopefully next week we'll have Sean back. He will, hopefully be joining us next week. All right, guys. Thanks so much. Where can everybody find you on social media?
Hey, guys. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Micheal_Drew, Micheal EAL.
And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Periscope at Pegah. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Yay!
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.